Chick-Fil-A brought back and introduced a new version of their honey pepper pimento sandwich. We got 3 different varieties today. Let's try them out. So, like I said, Chick-Fil-A brought back their honey pepper pimento sandwich, but this time they have it in 2 different versions. I mean, technically speaking, they don't, but it's a spicy and their grilled honey pepper pimento sandwich. I'm gonna mess up or probably botch that name 57 times, but that's what's on the agenda today. I'm not the biggest fan of banana pudding. They do have a banana pudding milkshake, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the authority on that because I'm not going to like it. So it doesn't make sense for me to review it. So I got their cookies and cream version. Again, if you want to see that, I'm sure other people have done it. I'm not one of those people that tries to monopolize food reviews, so I don't necessarily see a big deal. It would just be a bad idea if it came from me. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, drop a thumbs up, man. You guys are ready to know the vibes. Let's get into this video. 3 different versions. I'm going to start off with the OG of the honey pepper pimento sandwich. So here is what it looks like, and let me tell you what is on this bad boy. Now, I like this because I don't have to make any changes to it, because this is how, oh Lord, man, dripping right on your face. So it has pimento cheese, jalapenos instead of pickles, and then their chicken, whatever patty you order. In this case, this is the crispy, and damn, this is gonna drip all over my car. Glad I got all weather mats. And it also has honey. The last time mine didn't have much honey on it, so I did get some honey packets just in case. We're gonna try all 3. Let me just take all these out right now so I don't waste y'all time. So we got all 3 right here. Let me show you the second version, which is just the spicy version. So it's the exact same sandwich on their spicy filet. Same vibe, same stuff going on. And then finally, they also have my least favorite of usually, but you never know. It's why we try everything. Their grilled version. Now, if you don't know what pimento cheese is, it is a popular spread more in the southern United States. I know a lot of people up north, we don't see it very often, but it's basically cheese, mayo, and pimentos, which are pickled cherry peppers. Pimento is used in other types of cooking, but it's predominantly in this spread in the South. Now, there are variations of it, but those are the main 3 ingredients. The first thing that is going to put people off about this, let me start with the OG, is the fact that the pimento spread is cold. So you can see it's got a bunch of cheese in here, but there's no melted whatsoever. So it's just like regular shredded cheese. But I remember this being pretty good. I knew it was going to be messy. Love the pickled jalapeno. I like the pimento spread. I'm just not getting the honey. Let me take another bite. It's on here. I can see a little bit of it. I personally need more honey, and that's for sure. Let me just a little bit with this one too. Bro, I'm so lucky I have a vacuum in my car. This is messy. That's good. You know the vibe with Chick-Fil-A sandwich? And in this case, the sandwich is on point. It's cooked perfectly. You also have the pimento, which again, the cheese isn't melted, but the spread doesn't come across as cold to me because the sandwich is hot. So it doesn't feel like there's a contrast between cold and hot at all. It just more or less has a sharp cheddar and mayo taste. I wish they had more pimentos in here. You can see the pimento, but there's just not a lot of it. So it doesn't really have that really sharp pimento taste that I'm used to, because there's almost a vinegary taste when you have good pimento, and that's missing. And they need to turn up the honey a little bit more, but I like the spice from the pickled jalapenos, which kind of makes up for that, but it's not coming from the pimento, if that makes sense. This one has a little bit more honey on it. This is the spicy one, so it does look like it is going to be better. Get this one. Spicy fillets at Chick-Fil-A are just superior. Yeah, I just had a pimento in my hand, and when I ate it, I got that, but they're so small in this. I've had pimento spread. Oh, this one has more honey. Excuse me. This one has more honey. That was just a user error on the first sandwich. I'm more than likely going to tell you that this one is my favorite, but I'm going to try the grilled one too. The grilled patty from here, I said this tastes like microwave chicken, and someone that works at Chick-Fil-A in the last video, they said that they make these, they grill these. I don't know what it is about these. I've just never been the biggest fan, but again, anytime there's a variety of sandwiches, I'm going to try all three. So everything else is the same. Jalapenos, why is there only... I ain't even gonna say nothing. You know what's funny? The grilled chicken actually works with this because the breading on the chicken sandwich, it takes away from a lot of the other stuff on there. And because the chicken of this is so bland, my opinion, compared to the other two, I really taste everything else in this. This pimento, for me, pimento spread is not supposed to be this runny. It's really runny. It's kind of annoying. But it does taste like the spread. Just, they need to turn up that pimento flavor. This one also has more honey, and I like that contrast. I'll be honest with you, the first time I got this, it was much better. Also got this cookies and cream shake. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of banana pudding, so I got this one instead. This actually isn't that good either. The cookies and cream, like the cookie part, this is way more vanilla. And then the shake costs $5. If you're comparing it to like any other cookies and cream, even like a McFlurry is better than this. It's just regular sauce. Not that I dislike it. The cookie pieces are so faint that I just don't taste any. It tastes more like a vanilla milkshake with the smallest hint of cookies. But overall, to talk about these sandwiches now, I think the spicy one is the best variety. Believe it or not, the grilled one was slightly better than the OG in my opinion. If you're gonna do one or the other, if your taste buds are anywhere near mine, some of you may have different taste buds, I would suggest getting the spicy or the grilled. If you don't really care that much, I would then suggest you get the OG. Just a word of advice, again, because this sandwich varied depending on which one I got, I would get the honey packets that come with it because you're probably gonna need it. The first one, I didn't taste any honey at all, and I got it in the second one. But anyway, do I like this sandwich? Yes. I now, since they've had other variations I've gotten, don't think this is the best sandwich that they had. I used to. Don't really feel that this time. I do think it's a good sandwich. I think the maple, bacon, pepper, whatever the hell that long-ass name, they have to really condense the name of these damn sandwiches now. The first time I had this, I gave it a 9. This time, I will give the spicy and the fast food scale an 8.5 out of 10. I will give the grilled one a 7.8 out of 10, and the OG gets a 7.2 out of 10. It really varied. The spicy one was the only one that I'm like, damn, this is good. Since we're at Chick-Fil-A and we were doing a review, I'm also going to show you how the hell I would eat it. And that means we gonna big back this thing up. So of course, I had to get some of the best mac and cheese. I personally love when I get this with the skin like this. See how I got the skin? That skin actually is good. It's become such like a gold standard that everybody does this now with mac and cheese on every chicken place. But I've been doing this for years. There's levels to this. You know what wouldn't be a bad idea? If they did pimento mac and cheese. I think most people now think that Chick-fil-A honey barbecue is the best sauce. But I'm still going with Chick-fil-A sauce. It's still the best to me. That's way too much, but that's okay. That's hitting. Got the fries. Now, some people don't have this on their menu. You actually have to look on the app. But my restaurant always has cheese sauce. I think it makes everything better. Would it be wrong if I put this cheese sauce with this mac and cheese? Don't care. Since I am at Chick-fil-A, I do want to give my assessment of Chick-fil-A. My phone here. Normally when I give my assessment or something, we're doing a top 5. But Chick-fil-A doesn't have enough things to make a top 5, to be real. They only have about 5 things that I freaking eat. Like, they have 3 different kinds of chicken sandwiches, and then variations of chicken. That is in no way a dig at Chick-fil-A. I've said this a bunch of times. I think Chick-fil-A is probably the most consistent fast food chain, at least in the United States. Now, I know that not every chain of Chick-fil-A is like this, but at least the ones that I have been to, their service is always like abnormally nice. They rarely if ever mess up on an order, and if they do, they apologize to you. Like, I've never seen anybody like the old R&B singers in the videos when they be crying in the rain and stuff. It'd be like them apologies. And they don't do a lot. They pretty much make chicken. You're not going to Chick-fil-A get much else, right? They got mac and cheese, they got fries, but all their other stuff, chicken strips, chicken nuggets, salad with chicken in it, chicken wraps, you get the idea. But when you're in the mood, I know there's other people that swear about Chick-fil-A. I'm never disappointed going here. And I have to give them credit for that. The only thing that I'm not the biggest fan of, and actually worked today, was their grilled chicken. Also, I have to talk about this. I think their breakfast might be the best in fast food. I did all the fast food breakfasts last year. Maybe we'll do that again, but they got the biscuits that are really good in my opinion. You got to get them fresh, but they usually are fresh. And all the little breakfast burritos and all that other stuff. And the hash browns. I always rock with it. The only reason that I don't put Chick-fil-A, in my opinion, a little bit of a shake, in the fast food goats, is because I'm not always in the mood for chicken. Like, that's all they do. So I have to actually be in the mood for Chick-fil-A for me to want Chick-fil-A. Sometimes I want a burger, sometimes I want other stuff, and usually I want it, from fast food speaking, at the same time. And I can't really do that here. So when I talk about my goat, and to my opinion, as far as straight up fast food, doesn't include Wingstop and like Dave's Hot Chicken and Five Guys. That's not fast food. Doesn't have a drive-through. They make your food to order. They don't do that at these places. Wendy's is still my goat because they have a little bit of everything and nothing is trash. My opinion. I can be wrong, but for me. But at Chick-fil-A, if I'm specifically in the mood for Chick-fil-A, it's hard to beat it. I wish that this service was in other places and they'd probably be better. But I still do like it here. I also really like their Arnold Palmer, their diet lemonade and stuff like that. Also good. Cons about Chick-fil-A for me, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the fries. I know you see me chowing down on them, and you're right. But I can't eat these by themselves. I gotta dip them in cheese. I gotta put them on stuff. I have to get their sauces. Their sauces are elite. They always carry it. Their chicken sandwiches, for me, are consistent and they're good, but I wouldn't put them in the elite, in my opinion. I think they're very good. Like, very good. But I still prefer Popeyes. I still prefer KFC's. I still prefer Jollibee's. And on a given day, I think Wendy's chicken sandwich is also comparable, slightly less, but underrated. But I will give them credit for exceptional service and that it does hit the spot. But that's my Chick-fil-A assessment. Can't really give a top 5. If I go to Chick-fil-A, I'll just give you what I always get there. Spicy chicken sandwich, some variation. So could be this one, could be the club, could be just the regular spicy chicken. But I usually get the deluxe one with bacon and pepper jack. I get an order of fries, make sure I get Chick-fil-A sauce, and then whatever other sauce I'm in the mood for, which could be any of them in reality, I'll get a mac and cheese, a cheese sauce, and a large half and half diet lemonade and tea. That's my Chick-fil-A order. And it does hit. But I'm glad they're here. And this place is always packed. All the ones I'm at. So I give them credit for that. I'm over here by Costco, so I'm going to run in there and see if I can find something. But I want to talk about that and try the sandwich. Is it like a must get? As long as you know what you're getting yourself into. I tried to explain that as best as I can. Pimento is different. Okay? That's going to be the end of the video, man. I love y'all. I'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.